You've been sitting there gasping, "This is the greatest show I've seen in my life."
And part of it has been fueled by Millie Aldercox talking about it and people's perception of women on screen, which ruffled a few feathers. But now she is taken to Variety to clarify her opinions on this.
Thank God.
At the time of this video from Kung Fu Hot Dog, Millie Alcock has apparently watched Supergirl and doesn't like the movie. Guess we know who to blame for that, right?
Oh, hello. What the hell is happening here? It's the Copacabana music and laughter, which should have been a bloody mic drop on the Supergirl movie. I would have absolutely ate that all up. But instead we got... That's right, folks. It's just a month away before we get the release of Supergirl at certain IMAX cinemas and selected movie theatres around London. I might head up going to my local Battersea Power Station nation to watch Supergirl in, or maybe I might resign in Tool, Cineworld's super screen, because it kind of makes a little bit of sense, doesn't it? But the main star of the movie, who I will call Willie Alcock, because when you think about those words, they're perfectly symmetrical. In the James Gunn, Craig Gillespie softly spoken directorial debut Supergirl movie from him, because he's done another superhero fare before, I believe, some CW superhero type shows, because that's the kind of person he is. We all have to say spokespersons now, don't we, on the BBC? Never spokesman or spokeswoman, because God forbid you gender identify people by their proper genders. But anyway, folks, I'm drifting off a little bit there like Doobie Gray, but let's get on with this video today and look at these two articles where I'm not really sure if I want to see Supergirl anymore, because Willie Alcock is gaslighting Christians and also telling fans of Supergirl that she might not be wearing her trademark uniform. Why?
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog. Your face, your ass, what's the difference?
Willie Alcock mocking Christians adds to the Supergirl backlash, because it couldn't get any worse than it can already, can it, folks? Willie Alcock is drawing more attention for her latest comments about headline critics rather than the backlash she's already provoking with, well, you know what? It's my body and I own it. I don't want anybody else owning my body. Instead of, oh, I don't know, maybe talking about how great Supergirl is going to be, but we're going to get back to that point in a minute as well. In the same Variety profile, because Variety likes to propagate these articles. They are known for gaslighting fans because they think they're the only kid on the block when it comes to Hollywood entertainment. The actress singles out some critics as anonymous burner accounts because, quite clearly, looking at Alcock's face here, she's got a background in espionage, with profile names like Dad04 Christian, which she calls absolutely hilarious. The comment has now been picked up by the New York Post's Page 6 and Fox News, putting even more attention on Supergirl's fan problem before the movie even opens. You shouldn't get the cast of Street Fighter making the rounds, making these god-awful comments, because I think they want people to come and see their movie. I'm already in full support of Street Fighter. Instead of hearing how good the movie is, the starring actress is looking at it as attacking fans. The approach didn't work out for Brie Larson and Rachel Zeggy. God, I miss that girl.
Weird.
The Latina Snow White, you remember that?
Like seeing yourself for the first time in full Snow White drag.
I love that description. It's perfect.
Because you're black.
Amandla Stenberg, she's Jewish, isn't she? Of The Acolyte, and Ncuti Gatwa as Doctor Who. But of course now, Willie Alcock has an ally backing her up in the camp of Saint Warner Brothers. That's Peter Safran, because why? James Gunn is filming Superman 2 somewhere near you all. Safran says that all the comments that Millie Alcock has been saying so far She's handling with grace, poise, style, and beauty. I probably wouldn't go that far, Saffron, but she's handling it beautifully. I added that she would never make anyone happy and should just be true to herself. Oh, that's kind of a telling comment actually, because the next article I'm going to cover kind of goes back to this one. That makes this more than just the actress talking off the cuff, because I believe she went in with mental notes in her head, because clearly she's a bit of a mental head case. Or she did say them off the cuff, knowing that she won't get any backlash from Warner Brothers, but from online fans to fuel the rage that is, that's not my Supergirl, and quite clearly I feel the same way. If we've learned anything from watching superhero movies, is that not all heroes wear capes. Oh, no shit, Sherlock. For example, Disney's Jewish Punisher, as played by Jewish John Bernthal, is an absolute travesty and joke of the comic book character. He doesn't wear a trench coat or that iconic skull logo. John Bernthal went out of his way to make that character goofy, and he succeeded all the way. Also, that Jewish Punisher was a propaganda hit piece against white people, because we saw a skin-headed white boy chucking dog under the truck that belonged to a black tramp, and towards the end of that episode, the same skin-headed youth was going after a black couple before he got wasted by the Punisher. How utterly ridiculous. What a mockery of the character and Stan Lee's IP. But I digress, folks.
There was nothing left to do.
Hey, yo, Adrian, I miss you. What Millie says here is, well, you know, most of the time she's in a Blondie t-shirt, because we can't get enough of that call me mic drop in the trailers, can we? There's absolutely no makeup, and she's making absolutely no effort with her appearance, because, forgive me for being ignorant here, but I'm pretty sure Supergirl in the comics, and as played by Melissa Benoist and Sasha Calle, were fucking hot. But that's not her priority, and she's not in a good mood, said feminist director Craig Gillespie to Variety. Elsewhere in the interview, Willie Alcock was asked when Kara puts on her Supergirl suit. The actress coyly said, "I don't know if I can tell you." But she was pressed for more answers. Alcock said, "It's DC, I'm so scared, but I don't wear it as much as people will think. It's a journey, because I like the band Journey as much as the next girl. But oh my god, are you kidding me?" She continued, "Through helping save this young girl and deal with her trauma from losing her entire family, there's a kinship there. She realizes that being Supergirl has nothing to do with her and has to do with everybody else around her. She needs to put her own feelings aside to help others, and through that she can save me, like Remy Zero from Smallville."
How is it? Can I feel it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's
Is it what you
nice.
expected? Yeah.
Right? It's nice. It's comfortable. I think on the scale of like superhero garb, I have it pretty easy.
So that's what the suit is there for. Well, really, because, I don't know, when I watch Suits with Gabriel Macht walking around as Harvey Specter, he's all suited and booted like a corporate superhero, and he looks mighty damn fine. If Mr. Specter walked into an office wearing a dress, I think people will be turning their heads here, there, and everywhere.
My bad, Lewis. I was out late last night, and when I woke up, this is the suit your wife picked out for me.
So that's absolutely asinine that she would make a comment like that, because why would I go and watch a Spider-Man movie if Tom Holland or Tobey Maguire or even Andrew Garfield aren't wearing the iconic costume? It's what sells the character and sells toys. Do you think superheroes like Supergirl are going to sell toys? No, they're not, because why? It's just not going to happen.
But still, that didn't stop us from fantasizing about how we would do it, what would the projects be, how would it take place. And the first thing that excited me was reading this book and saying, I think
better
that's
than Captain Cuntface too.
A film.
I'm reminded of a film called Tank Girl, starring Laurie Petty and a then unknown Naomi Watts as Jet Girl, who's an absolute smoke show. And did you hear those two characters, or the women playing them, Gaslighting fans back in the 90s? Of course not, because they were hoping that people will part with their money, go to the cinema, have a good time for around 90 odd minutes, and walk away thinking, hey, you know what? That was a pretty good time. But in the case of Supergirl, people are going to be apathetic about this film before it even opens. And I'm telling you now, this film will make much less money than The Mandalorian and Grogu at the box office. I think with the latter, that's going to make $500 million after everything is said and done. And Supergirl's going to come crawling in with a mere measly $340 million after everything's said and done. And on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if I were you and if you were me, I will catch you catching me for the return of the next video.
Tune in next time, Space Freaks, and hear your doobry go ping in the next gripping installment of
Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Well, Paul Tassi on X dropped a doozy about he doesn't think that Supergirl is going to do that well. And there's a comment in the article where, I know, what a shocker, right? There's a comment where Millie says, well, I'll be wearing my costume sometimes, but you might mostly see me in jeans and a ripped t-shirt. She's called Supergirl because I want to see a hot-looking woman, well, not in Alcott's case, as Supergirl, like Laura Vandervoort in Smallville, who was awesome. She's my favorite. Just like Erica Durant is my favorite Lois Lane. But I guess if you're paying a ticket to see Supergirl, then she's not in the film, get a refund? Oh, wait a minute, you can't. So that's how Warner Brothers makes their money.
I mean, like, there's two strands to this. Like, on the one hand, I don't think there's a huge...
Hail to the king, baby. This is Duke Nukem. And you've been watching Jason King for Kung Fu Hot Dog Reviews. Like, comment, and subscribe. Because the king said so. You got that?